Hi everyone, this is Sam from Electric Bikes Brisbane, and today we're going to walk through this brand new model from Orbea, which is the Orbea Kemen. Apologies to the people of Spain for my pronunciation. I'm going to talk about the Kemen family. There's 8 different bikes in that range, but they primarily fall into 4 camps. So this one is the Kemen 30, and we'll talk through the platform and then some of the differences between the various models as we go through that. But firstly, what is this all about? Because if you look at this bike, apart from it being sort of just a beautiful, neat, slim looking bike, it looks like a fairly standard commuter. It is a commuter and a great all-rounder, but what is quite different about it is that Orbea have done absolutely everything they possibly can to make this a lightweight all-rounder. And once you start going through the componentry on this bike, it's got really robust components, and normally that would just keep adding weight. But what you get is you get this incredibly tough bike with some really, really great gear on it. If you strip back the mudguards and everything else, what you see is a hardtail mountain bike, and this is largely based on the Orbea Urun, which is the hardtail version. So you've got a frame and geometry and all the thinking that's gone into the handling and performance of a hardtail mountain bike in an SUV package. So this really is a bike that can do a lot of things. This is fully equipped and it rolls on big 29-inch wheels. These are 2.25 wide tyres on the Kemen 30, and Orbea have opted for the Schwalbe G1, so this is an all-terrain tyre. So it rolls really nicely on urban, but it handles gravel pretty well as well. So if you're of the mind to go and do the rail trails, explore the forests, and use it as sort of your vehicle during the week for commuting, carrying kids to school, or just for leisure, then this is a really, really good option if you're looking for more lighter weight. The Kemen platform is an interesting platform in terms of how and why it's come about. So when Orbea set about designing this, they wanted to create an SUV, so a bike that can sort of handle a bit of on and off-road, carry things, be a leisure bike as well. But they were aiming to create a bike that was lightweight, slimline in looks, very, very robust in its equipment, but also felt very natural when you ran out of power or you weren't pedaling with power. I took this for a ride yesterday, reasonable distance, about 30 kilometres, sort of around the hills, around the river. And it kind of is all of that. I rode quite a bit of it without power as well, even on some of those steep pinches, and it rides really nicely. It's a really agile, comfortable bike to ride as well, and I was just itching to get on some gravel actually. It's got 100 mil of travel at the front. On the Kemen 30, you've got the Marzocchi Bomber forks, plenty of tunability with your forks there as well. You've got a through axle with your front wheel, so again, a lot where that stability and that handling comes from, particularly cornering. And this has got the Magura MT30 brakes at the front as well, so good stopping power. If you opt for any of the 10 models, you're going to get the MT5, so the really big stopping power brakes. Looking at the cockpit of the bike here, we've got these big wide handlebars. It's quite a sporty riding position. It's still really comfortable. It's not going to sit you upright, but you've got plenty of control over that front wheel. The Kemen 30 is the Shimano Dior 10-speed gearing system, so a simpler gearing system. If you're looking for that extra amount of performance, or you're doing that sort of really variable terrain, the Kemen 10 offers the 12-speed Shimano XT gearing. Also with Link Glide, both of these have got Link Glide, which is a real bonus if you're going to be carrying heavier loads, just that extra durability and shifting performance as well. If you're familiar with the Orbea Vibe and its lighting system, it comes with this really nice daylight running light, so great visibility. You can turn this on and off too if you want to, but you've also got the extra lighting with the headlamps. You've got laser headlamps. On the Kemen 30, you've got 310 lumens. If you're thinking about doing night riding at all, on the Kemen 10s, you've got a very, very strong headlamp with 1,000 lumens. What's nice about all the models is you've got high and low beam as well with it, just with the press of a button. The Kemen 30 comes with this simple Shimano display. The Kemen 10 comes with the Bluetooth display. So with that you get more connectivity, also the ability to fine tune your motor diagnostics and power. This down tube here houses a 540 watt-hour battery. Now this battery is matched with the Shimano EP8 motor. This is the full motor, so 85 Newton meters of torque. This bike is expected to be carrying gear, so it's giving you more power. Orbea claim there's about 5 hours of riding with this standard battery. However, you still have the option to mount a range extender for another 252 watt hours, and it just mounts here. The bike turns on down here, so again, just thinking about aesthetics and keeping things nice and clean. You've got this really cool little charge port cover actually. You've also got the option to mount a water bottle here as well, so plenty of room in this cockpit. Even with the range extender, you can mount the water bottle here. This frame here is the crossbar frame, and you've also got the option of the mid frame. So similar to what Orbea have done with the Vibes, you've got this straight crossbar, or you've got the frame, which gives you just a little bit more clearance in your cockpit area if you're looking for that. Moving down to the business end of the bike as far as carrying gear goes, the Kemen 30 comes with this rack here. The reason why it's Kemen and not Kemen SUV is because this rack is rated to carry 18 kilos. The Kemen SUV comes with a heavier duty rack, which is rated to carry 27, so more carrying capacity. 18 is still pretty good. Another difference between the SUV and the straight Kemen models is you've got more robust mud guards with the SUV, so basically bigger mud catching capacity. This is an excellent mud guard. It's custom made for the bike. It's very robust. And again, the SUV is considering that you're going to be sort of out a little bit more remote. It also comes with 2.35 tyres, so slightly wider tyres, just a more robust setup for that more adventurous riding. Wide platform pedals as well, so again, good purchase on your pedals when you're riding. Also thinking about the carrying ability of a bike and really that SUV intent. All of the bikes are compatible to pull a trailer as well, so if you have kids or dogs, you can tow a trailer behind it, load it up with gear. You've got the strong motor, the big battery, even more capacity if you want to, and you can just, go and explore and do all sorts of things together as a family. So this is the Kemen 30, but as I said, there's a number of different versions with it. You choose between the 30 or the 10, depending on the performance that you want from your componentry, or SUV or the non-SUV, what I call the SUV Lite, depending on whether you want that extra carrying capacity and adventurousness. So if you're interested in any of the Kemen bikes, we're very happy to help you. To get in touch, go to our Contact Us page, give us a call, send us an email, or send us a chat message, and we'll get back in touch with you.